Don Francisco something, alias El Quillo, sentenced to 32 years in prison for the assassination of the journalist Javier Valdez. The crime committed in July 2017. He accuses Mini Lic of being a traitor. He accuses Mini Lic of putting him and his family at risk. Quillo sent a letter where he tells of a story of Mini Lic telling him and his associates that they should mob up, leave to the United States, and testify for time reductions. So they make a plan to turn themselves in together as a unit. He abandoned them in Mexicali and went off and did it on his own. He told me to think about it. I should turn myself into the DEA, give up information in exchange for time. I told him, let's do it. At like 4 in the afternoon, on the 27th of July, 2017, my wife called me on my cell phone, and the man that was with her said Damaso turned himself in at the United States border. We went with my uncle to meet up at a restaurant, and we saw Liebre crying, saying that they were abandoned. He said that letter is part of a civil lawsuit against the Southern District of California, where he's suing everybody, the United States, the DEA, and the immigration system for putting his family in danger, putting his life in danger. Yeah, that they put him in danger by having them extradited. I think that's what he's saying. Y'all tell me if I'm wrong. He's saying that they put him in danger by extraditing Mini Lic and his father, and that Mini Lic and Ivan wanted him dead. So he wants asylum. He wants asylum in the U.S. He's willing to be a protected witness. He just wants protection. I'm afraid for my life and my family's life over the life of a man whose life I didn't take. And the ones that did do it are protected by the DEA. He kind of got a point there. You know what I'm saying? If all that shit is true. They say he also details in the letter his pasos, his steps through the Sinaloa cartel, where he says he was part of security detail for Vicentillo. So in 2006, he was part of the security detail for Vicentillo. And that after he went to prison in 2009, they asked him to be on the security apparatus for Chino Anthrax and Ivan's security detail. But he turned it down. Instead, he started working with El Licenciado, Damaso Lopez Sr. He details in the letter how Mini Lic and the Chapitos, los Chapitos, how their relationship disintegrated. He details the war that Mini Lic lost against the Chapitos. Everything was good until December 2016. Mini Lic and Ivan Archibaldo got into a fight at a party, and they threatened death on each other. They left the ranch. These guys having fights at the party. This whole shit is like Karate Kid, the beginning of Karate Kid. I aged myself, but with all the kids playing on the beach, and then it turns into a fight, and this is a bunch of bullshit if you ask me, man.
Bullshit. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Bunch of silly shit. All go straight to war over a bunch of silly ass shit. We got into a fight at a party where y'all were probably drunk and your egos collided. Damaso told him, let's go because my son and Ivan are gonna end up killing each other. Then there was a meeting of the bosses. Chapo was one of them, Mayo was the other. Alright, so they split up the routes. Ivan stayed with Culiacan and Mini Lic got Dorado. So then Ivan went into Licenciado's territory in Dorado about something that Mini Lic did to let him know that he did a drop-off in Juarez with Cesar Carrillo, Amado Carrillo Fuentes' son, because they became friends. Who made a deal with who? Why did Ivan go into the territory? So Ivan didn't like that Mini Lic made a truce with Caesar, so he went up in there. So the Damaso said we get the people together because there's war, and Ivan declared war on the Damasos. All right, so the war went down. It went down in Culiacan. It went down in Mezquitillo, at the south of the municipality of Culiacan, where gunmen of Damaso went at it with gunmen of Ivan Archibaldo. But since they were on Mayo's land, that made them stop. Then the war went into the city in Culiacan. Then Mayo had another meeting with all the bosses to fix things. Always the peacemaker, huh? He'd rather lock them up. He was the fixer, the peacemaker. He was also the finger. He was also the, you know what? Those guys are going to give us problems in the future. Straight to jail.
You're stealing, right to jail. You're playing music too loud, right to jail, right away. You're driving too fast, jail. Slow, jail.
Those guys over there, they look like they might be a threat to my child. Put them in jail, straight to jail.
You're stealing, right to jail. You're playing music too loud, right to jail, right away. You're driving too fast, jail. Slow, jail.
He wanted everybody to make peace. They made peace, but everybody went their own way. They stopped fighting, but everybody went on their own shit. Months later, Ivan convinced El Pollo to give him the exact location of Damaso Sr. And he told Ivan that Damaso's going to Mexico City. And he was captured by order of Ivan by the Marines and corrupt Mexican authorities. So wait, I didn't know that. See, I don't know the whole story. I didn't know that. It's too many little wrinkles and caveats. Hit the like button if you have yet to do so, yo. I didn't know that they fingered him. I thought that the military just caught him. They pointed the finger at him. Nah, no, they're not snitches at all. What do you suppose is so-called gangsters say? Oh, they gotta fight it out. Everybody, guerra, war, soldiers. Nah, man. They call 911, man. They be like, hey, you see that dude right there?
You're stealing, right to jail. You're playing music too loud, right to jail. Right away. You're driving too fast, jail. Slow, jail.
Bitch be with the bullshit. This is according to El Quillo. All right, while he was getting locked up, Mini Lic was in Dorado, gearing up to go to war with the Chapitos. Damn. That's it. That's how he won that war. He won that war through the use of the police. So he's getting ready in Dorado for this war with Ivan. The confrontations began happening all over the place. Ivan bought the Marines and the soldiers, and they started killing all of Damaso's men. That's it, man. In case of emergency, call the police. Buy them. That's gangster shit. Nah, you guys said you can't talk to them. You can't do nothing with them. Nothing. You guys said that's snitching. That's police behavior. Recording, that's police behavior. Giving people's locations to law enforcement, that's police behavior. That's what y'all be saying, no? Come on, man. They started killing his men. They knocked down the communication, and Mini Lic lost the war or the battle. Mayo was upset because, he didn't want armed people on his territories. Come on, Shy. You know better by now. If someone got caught by the police or army, 100% someone snitched. But I'm saying, they broke the rules, bro. They broke the rules. What you trying to say? You trying to say the police or army can't do their job without the help of the other side? Is that what you're trying to tell me? Are you telling me that the other side can't win without the help of the police? That would say that the code is all bullshit and that they depend on each other. Narco means popo without a badge is what we finding out. Yeah. They're going to tell our kids no snitching, loyalty, take one for the team. No mames.
No mommy's wait.
Mayo was pissed off, so he made another meeting. I don't know how. Those meetings didn't work much, bro. When it came down to it, the one that everybody looked at like never heard of, we don't talk about him, Joaquin, put him in the trunk, took him with him. Clear disrespect, like, hey, man, if you miss me with this old school shit, we're going to do it our way. He called Ivan and Mini Lic to a meeting, but Mini Lic didn't want to go. He didn't need the old man's approval. Is that what he's saying? How many of them parent conferences did Mayo call for? We don't care. You want to call another meeting, another kumbaya? Give a shit. I'm going to war. He's saying, I don't need the boss of the cartels in order for me to fight dude. If he lost the war, he was going to record Ivan and help turn in Ivan and Mayo to the U.S. He had it all planned out, huh? God damn. He sounds like New Money. He talking all that tough movie shit, boy. Yeah, if we lost the war, we turn in Mayo and Ivan. Sore loser shit. Fuck it, we lost. Everybody's going to jail. Since we lost, El Mayo, through the radio, let us know that all Mini Lic's people can come work for him and their life will be respected. He said Mini Lic and his cousin hopped up on a boat that took them to La Paz, Baja California, and that he went on airplane and that he met up with them in Mexicali. So they actually began the plan and went. That's even worse. That's even filthier. You make a plan with me. We're going to leave. We're going to go to the States. We're going to talk. We get to where we're going for the first leg of the race, and then you bounce a day early. Dirty, filthy, rotten. Mini Lic told me to get 30 Sicarios, and I did. And he started to buy arms through American contacts that I knew. We moved to a ranch near the airport in Mexicali. Oh, okay. He's going, okay, I see where we're at now. Let me clear this up for y'all. It's probably clearer for y'all than it is for me already at this point. Now we're getting to the point where he tells them maybe we should turn ourselves in. So, boom, the shit goes left in the war. Mayo tells them to relax. He says, fuck him. They take off to Mexicali. He tells them, get this, get weapons, get Sicarios, all right? Then he tells him, maybe you should turn yourself into the DEA. Maybe we should all turn ourselves into the DEA. And I said, let's do it. We went to a hotel in Mexicali. We seen Emilio Quintero, jefe of the plaza for the Beltran Leyvas in Sonora. And he said we'd go hide in Sonora with him. But Mini Lic said, let's go see some other people in another room. And we went to the other room and there was 2 DEA agents. That might be true right there, 298. DA probably told Mini, who the fuck is them fool? Who the fuck is that guy? We need you, now you're helpers. Said there was a deal and there was 3 hours of talking. He came out and said, this is done, let's go. Everyone went home to eat with their family. The next day, 27th of July of 2017, around 8 o'clock in the morning, they went to take food to the 30 sicarios and then went back home. Mini Lic said, we got to go do something. We got to run an errand. We went to the one side of the plaza, I don't know, Cachanilla. He got out of my truck and he
No, mommy's wake.
He got out of my truck and he jumped in another truck and he rode off into the sunset, never to be seen again. He told me his cousin Liebre was going to give him some money. He didn't give him shit. He said that his father, Damaso, said to say hi. And he left and said, I'll talk to you later.
No, mommy's wake.
Yo, man, this is like you ever see the movie Superbad? This is like Superbad of the cartels and shit. Mini Lic turned on everyone, on everybody. Anybody can get it. He wrong like a motherfucker, but I don't think it was, he had a choice in the matter. I don't know. He might not have had a choice. He had a choice whether to tell them they were on their own or not, though. That's for sure, 298. And he didn't tell them shit. He said, listen, man, I'm going to hop out of your truck. I'm going to hop in somebody else's truck. My cousin going to give you some bread. My father says hello. I holla. Peace. And he broke out on them. He left them there. Does the DA even look for low-level traffickers? I feel like they only have high-level ones. Listen, they can only have so many contacts in their phone, all right? Why have 30 sicarios in your phone where you could have like the son of the top guy or the top guy, huh? Phone get heavy with all those numbers in it. He should have known that shit was a goodbye. It sounded like one, didn't it? He even gave him the see you later. My father says hi. That sounds like a fuck you. My father says hi. Wait, isn't your father in prison? What do you mean your father says hi? Why did he say that? He said he waited for that phone call. He was waiting for the call from Mini Lic. You know, when he told him, hey, I'll holla at you, he meant that figuratively, not literally. But dude was waiting for the call. He said while he was waiting for that call, his wife called him to tell him that dude already turned himself in, leaving him and Liebre in Mexicali, abandoned. Then he said his uncle was snatched from his home from the Chapitos. Then this guy went looking for friends. And he went to Caro Quintero's family and got a friend. In the coming days, he was captured in an operation. Snatched up in an operation supposedly ordered by Ivan Archibaldo. I will continue to say it. If everything that their enemies say about them is the truth, and everything that they did was those guys' fault, they are the greatest criminal masterminds in history. Still pieces of shit, still whatever you want to call them, but they've blamed them for everything, If everything they said is true, them guys were the greatest. So this was supposedly ordered by Ivan, the operation, but Mayo ordered that he be sent to the federal police that took him to Tijuana. They read his rights and they took him to the, I guess, jail in Mexicali. I was there 3 days before the prosecutors told me there was no deal because the Marines didn't want me free. They wanted me dead or in prison. They say that he's one of the 3 assassins of Javier Valdez and that the architect of the whole plan was Mini Lic. I only live off what my family every now and then can give me. I don't have any way of making money, and nobody owes me no money. I haven't received any money from anyone since Damaso abandoned me in prison. Boy. That boy is a problem. He didn't mention that in his Luis Chaparro interview, did he? I didn't see that. I didn't hear that part. For him to deny a meeting with Mayo, it seems like a new money mistake. And again, he didn't last long after that, right? It ain't like he said, fuck him, and then stood out there active. Now it was fuck him, and then, you know what? Maybe we should turn ourselves in. Maybe you should have took your ass to that meeting. I'm telling you, we need to do a what if series. What if? It's a different kind of dirtbag. Kids, stay out of the cartel game, all right? Your head is on the chopping block at every moment. In the words of 298, them boys something serious. You don't only have to worry about them murdering you in cold blood. You also have to worry about them pointing their finger and putting you in jail, straight to jail.
You're stealing, right to jail. You're playing music too loud, right to jail, right away. You're driving too fast, jail. Slow, jail.
It's a dirty game indeed. Minnie, you didn't tell us you was like that, Papas. You didn't tell us. You said that you was Mr. Nice Guy and everybody did you dirty. That's what I heard from you.